It's called Meadowlark Hyper-Surrealism in the Bronzean Bacchanalian Sempiternity. So the telomeres of Armageddon and Agamemnon have scalded this brutalistic and bestial, brutalistic and hyper anarchist solipsistic metaverse. The caribou with their moonbow manacled festoon and Abataba high heels, and these sutured high heels, kaleidoscopically holy and be pester. This oily, rambunctious covey of cyberpunk quails with mahogany helmets and fish nets as bras. Kripkenstein marshlands, the lunatic savage fruit of omniversal passionate love between the bemoaning of Cleopatra. For which this quantum mysterianism at some Taffagata Barbazon Rawkin for the dendromancy and dendrographers of these simple gates between the putrefaction of all possible worlds, a psychotic Barbazon stampeding between the big band blues and the techno music for which this Riparian werewolf baby is glistening between the hailstorms of these polyphemus grizzled prairie winds parks of 2003, the torpors of childhood guard herbariums as the parkour champion quadratically leaps into the verbiage Minon's jungle holding the bruised fist of Alchemist Paradisio. There's a beautiful woman cascading among the poetographical lovemaking, for which this mindscape is a revenuous wormhole of ravishing cyclophymic relationships, as with Baudelaire and Mina Loy, for which Baudelaire and Baudelaire are this rebirth of this Nietzschean sempiternal reoccurrence, which these door jams are gutted among the Gasconading Ouroboros stuffed animals, which are squished as they crash among the waterbeds, hurling the Stonehenge and Christchurch of pan-psychic revolution. The beauteous mere topologist, as his foam rolls the panentheistic logicians to do a Zebroid or Zonky boggle bocce dance on the Segovian dawnlight and twilight, with the poetess of Alcubierre drives into the Matrushka brains of this Guinness World Record of the most philosophy questions asked by a single woman. Quega cycloptic to runes to dreamscape hyper solipsism and socialism and capitalism with the bearded fist of Aquaman, for which this scrotum is jam-packed with Neptunian Gothica castles, which lay Como, the Colorados, to this visceral relinquishment, quantropy. I gasconade upon this marvelous vulcanized ephemeralization with a sauce of Puritan popularity into the brilliant crystalline androcentric ventriloquism. It's cobgoblin frills, but beneath and Fortean Promethean humankind is the harpooning boatskin as this Christianified bodhisattva deck of hockey ice rink pucks and zambonis, which Dumius Madamda, the psychography is swimming in the spermy omniversal waters of this millenarian dream catcher, for which the bub of the highest flowery and Selmian perfect being woman, for which is beyond the Nietzschean tachypsychia. Above on this aneroscopic and anerophobic Cimmerian and Carthago sluice between scrolled out succotash and succotash laced up bridal gowns, for which this humankind is tranquilizing the Taffagata Barba tedinizers of limousines, 2070 scissorback madronis, to this Nietzschean Zarathustra, Madroni Madrid, where the Gothic Rapunzels are superconductors, twisted in between the Teslas of scarlet salamanders, scarlet peregrinating passenger pigeons, as perilousness and peregrinating pleasantness, which the Periwinds Park of 2004 and 2003, to the Lemurian Minaloi of Zapotec and Zapatio dos, pernoctating Leviathan Monkius Monk, for which the Thanatopsis of the sempiternal chronosphesia machines, of this marvelously Rosicrucian Heidelbergian Cotopaxi, between the Syria and the Assyria of this Hebrew and Yiddish, slun on a Dawson Creek, BC, Gretchenized Wiener, for which Norbert Wiener is the Canadiana of Athabasca. 1. The turbulent occult and obscurantus ossified. 2. The hebephrenic Baroque James Joyce and the genius of Finnegan's Wake, sculpted as a quackle engine. 4. The knitting of the passion lovemaking between the magpie goddesses. The ringtail of the ringtail of a Lemurian lemur with its Gothica archamboldist, and the torrid, passionate, erotic eschatology of this ringtail and Riparian archamboldian San Francisco Bobby Fischer versus Spassky and Reprieve, which Pan simplegates the fanciful and Gabalus of this purple bearded Kripkenstein and Wittgenstein, spanked with the quantum disentanglement of the pneumatic pine resin, for which this brutalistic cyber psychic out of the carburetors over in Martianlands and the Badlands of this bizarro cowboy, which proto-psychically homunculizes the maledictorious and moribund, quarrelsome and quiddative, and quixotic framing of this hyper solipsistic Stanley Park, BC, in May 2025, in July 2025 or June 2025, doing the dumpling dance with the Hopi and the omnipotent Vandergood, Edith Stein, and William James DeCitis, a scribe. Thank you.